What's up, fam? It's your boy Demuir here, purveyor of all sounds underground. Thank you for joining me on this YouTube Tuesday. Massive shouts out to Jamil, who gave us this incredible idea where I'll be sharing my top 5 mistakes that I've made in the industry thus far, and it's kind of shaped my approach to how I operate today. So why don't we jump into things and I'll share my top 5 mistakes that I've made in the music industry. So point number 1 is the thing I used to do when I decided to get back into the music game was I paid an overt amount of attention to what other people were doing, and then that would ultimately lead to me comparing against myself. And this is really detrimental because there's just no point in making the comparison. People are at various stages in their career, and based on your perception, it would be a disservice to you to comparing yourself to where other people are at. And I'm so glad I recognized that quickly, and it's something I just do not do or entertain today. Point number 2 is overthinking things. You can get stuck in non-action, and that ultimately becomes your action, so to speak, by overthinking and not taking any real steps towards anything like, should I buy the synthesizer? How much money do I have coming in? What is the forecast looking like? You know, for different things that you cannot control, it makes absolutely no sense to overthink it because it stagnates you in terms of making what should be the right decision in that moment in time. And the key thing that I've learned in all of this is that there is adaptability. So we're going through COVID right now. None of us predicted this sort of scenario that we'd be in an actual real life pandemic where things are shut down and opportunities are lost, but I've had to quickly adapt rather than sit in the throes of overthinking things. Point number 3 is not trusting myself enough. And I would take this down to, I was having this conversation with Wasteman Wano the other day, where 80% of your best decisions are intuitive and the other 20% are thrown into deep analytics. I've learned this a lot in my professional career when I was working a 9 to 5 in the banking industry, as well as telco and technology. And the point is the same. When you meet high-performing people, a lot of their best decisions, 80% of the time, is made based on the information they have available, and they lean on intuition. So through intuition, that means actually getting to a place of trusting yourself enough to just go with that decision. And I simply wasn't there in the early stages of my career. I'm there now, but in the early days, I just didn't trust myself enough in almost the most frivolous things to the largest things, like, what should I do with this bass? Does it sound right? And constantly being my own worst critic, which never changes, by the way. So as a result, I've learned to grow and trust my intuition and get more into trusting myself as a result. Point number 4 is to stop wasting time with people who do not deliver for you. I was a guy way back in the day that would always give people the benefit of the doubt, and not to say that that has gone away as an attribute in my character, but I have a very short leash now. When the goals are clear, when the discussions have been made in terms of what milestones are we looking for, what results are we going after, and when people do not perform, you just need to keep it moving and get on with it and find yourself and align yourself with people who can deliver for you based on the size and structure and magnitude of your goals. I back in the day, I spent several amount of time and wasted weeks and months with people who just weren't delivering, and I'm hearing the same thing week after week after week and not doing anything. So that is a key thing that I've absolutely stopped doing and kept it moving towards where I am now. And last but not least, and I think it's the most important thing out of anything I've learned, is to not give an absolute shit about what people think. At the end of the day, this is your life, this is your career, it's your circus, your monkey, so to speak. And by spending an exuberant amount of time caring about what this person thinks or what their opinion is, you'll just be suffocating yourself overall and not really making the necessary progress that you need to make. I just got no time for caring what someone thinks about this tune or that tune or whatever review that comes through, because at the end of the day, it's just their opinion. I have one as well, and some people are a bit more, how should I say, uncivilized in their opinions, whereas others are much more balanced. So you can pick and choose who you want to align yourself with, and you can also decide how much you're going to let these things impact you. And more importantly, I think it's very significant to only care about the opinions that matter to you. I care about what my mother thinks, as my best friend. I care about what certain business associates I have who I've let into my inner circle. I take very good care and thought as to what their opinions are, because they're usually balanced and I can easily decipher between their criticism versus genuine and constructive feedback. And there you have it. Massive thanks and respects out to Jamil for this incredible idea. We'll be continuing this further with a top 5 specific playlist, and we'll add videos that are catering to that idea into the future, into that specific playlist. Also, a massive shout out to our top Patreons, including Scooby, David, and my homeboy Punts. I can't do this without you. Massive thanks for your support, and much love and respect to all of you. Good luck in your journey, and again, looking forward to your thoughts. Please share and continue to communicate in our Purveyor community. Much love and respect. Bless.